Hey everyone, Jake here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am very excited because I'm literally about an hour away from heading off to the Brazilian Amazon jungle. For those of you who don't know, I've been in Brazil for almost 3 months, and I was here for 3 months at the start of the year as well. So 6 months in total for 2023, but I still haven't made it to the Amazon jungle yet. And it's been on my bucket list for I don't even know how long. So really excited to get out there, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. Made it to the tour company. The name of the tour company is Iguana Tours. I've heard very good things about these guys. So one of the more recommended ones in Manaus that do the tours out on the Amazon. So just waiting for the other people to arrive, and then I guess we're going to be heading out to start the trip. Just got off the boat, and our tour guide told us that we have now an hour-and-a-half drive to our next stop, somewhere in the jungle. But it was pretty cool. He was explaining the reason why there's 2 different colors in the river, and the density of the water. You'll notice that, you know, part of the river's black, part of the river's brown. Take this car to wherever we're going, and let's see where we end up. So we're moving from land to water travel now. Made it to the river. The guide was telling us that in June, the water was right up to there, that little hut behind me, but now it's all the way down there. So definitely the dry season right now, in November. Super dry. The water levels are really low, but here we go, about to head off on the boat. This is our tour guide, Adani from Brazil.
From Amazonas, 100%.
Nickname, Cobra.
Cobra.
The guide had told us before, when he was giving a bit of a briefing, to not go swimming, or it's not recommended, because the water level is quite low. There are a lot of piranhas. So he said, you can go in really quickly if you want, but he wouldn't recommend. I think I'm gonna take his advice on that one. Plenty of animals already, and only like 2 hours into the tour. So far I saw 2 crocodiles from the boat on the way. There are a lot of the botos, or the pink dolphins. However, they just come up only for like 3 to 4 seconds and they disappear again. So you have to be quick to spot those. Again, I think there are less now because of the dry season, and the water level is a lot lower. Apparently a lot of piranhas in the water. Haven't seen any yet. Don't know if I want to. And yeah, lots of birds. It really is like you're just immersed in nature here, which is pretty awesome. But excited to see what else shows up along the way. Hey buddy. My new friend. So this is a 5-day, 4-night tour survival package with Iguana Tours, and the cost was 1,850 Brazilian reais. So that's about 560 Australian dollars roughly, and it does include meals. So yeah, not a bad deal really. Just spent the last 20 minutes driving around in the boat, looking for wildlife. We saw a couple of Caiman and lots of different species of birds. We've stopped at this little beach. There's a game of beach volleyball going on behind me, and just went for a swim. Yes, we did just see like a bunch of Caiman, and we know that there's piranhas in there, but I figured if there's other people swimming, it must be safe. That's the logic. But beautiful little beach here, stopping here for a bit. I guess we're gonna continue on. God damn, it's hot here. Piranha fishing was somewhat of a success. I managed to get the fish on the hook just not keep the fish on the hook. Heading out again for another activity before we wrap up the day, going alligator spotting or caiman spotting. So we're going to go out on the boat with a spotlight and just try to find as many as we can. Tour guide said apparently we'll be grabbing them by hand. So Steve Irwin style. Wish me luck.
The tail here, tail,
Yeah.
no, under the tail, like, yeah, then under my hand, yeah, like that, but don't press so much. So if they shake, just hold tight.
He's smiling at you.
Yeah, you don't need to be pressed all the time.
Is it okay?
It's okay, they like that.
Day 2 here at the lodge. Just went for a boat ride to watch the sunrise. So now it's time for breakfast, and today's activities, we're taking a walk in the jungle. I believe the guide will be explaining about medicinal plants, spiders, and the chance to see monkeys out there as well. So they told us that we need to wear, obviously, long pants, long sleeve shirt is recommended. So I'm guessing we're going to go a little bit further into the jungle today on a bit of a walk. So that should be exciting. Looking forward to seeing all sorts of weird and wonderful things in the Amazon jungle. So we're about 30 minutes walking deep into the jungle. The tour guide has just been explaining and showing to us all the different types of trees and plants. There's different plants that are used for medicines by the tribal people that still live here in the jungle. I drank some milk from a tree, which was interesting. Apparently you can actually live on that too if needed. I haven't seen too much wildlife, a few bugs. The insects haven't been as bad as I thought either. And I did decide just to wear shorts today because it's super hot. And yeah, a bit of insect repellent, no issues so far. But it's really interesting to hear like all of the information about the plants and the different types of foods, and you know what's poisonous, what's not, and how the tribal people actually managed to survive living in the jungle. Let me see. Oh.
You see one.
I shouldn't have used my teeth. Should have just swallowed it.
So, Jack, what are you doing now?
Well, apparently this is a natural insect repellent. Now I'm gonna rub it on my hands like this. Sorry, ants.
Okay.
And I should smell, yes, the repellent. Pretty cool. So apparently that's how the locals that live in these jungles, they use it like this for repellent against all the other insects. Fresh water. Bit thirsty.
Oh, where you catch from? Catch from the tree.
From the jungle.
All right.
From the tree.
From the rain. When the rain
So from the
drops,
rain
so this
goes into the tree.
Tastes like water.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a tree-y tinge to it, but it tastes good.
I think
It looks like we're almost coming to the opening, to the edge of the jungle, and back on the boat. But it's been really cool just to immerse yourself in the rainforest. So after we got back from the walk through the jungle, we had lunch, chilled out for a little bit, and now we're heading off to a different location to set up a campfire and a campsite by the river, and we're sleeping out there tonight. So it's going to be no electricity, just campfire, cooking our dinner out there tonight, chilling out. I think in the morning we're going to go for another walk in the jungle, and then we're going to come back here to this lodge for lunch tomorrow. I believe then tomorrow afternoon we'll be heading off to another location for the next section of the tour. One thing I really love so far about being out here in the Amazon is just how peaceful it is. Like, it's literally dead quiet. All you can hear is the sound of the birds and the fish splashing in the river. So great for adventure and exploring, but also it's a pretty cool place to just unwind and disconnect. I find it hard to disconnect sometimes, you know, always working online business when your job is on your phone, but there's obviously zero to, well, little to no Wi-Fi out here, so you're kind of forced to disconnect, which isn't a bad thing. I think we all probably need that from time to time. Just through here, not too far. Yo. And they're setting up the hammocks for where we're going to sleep tonight.
Welcome to a new episode of Surviving in the Jungle.
Wish us luck. Sun's just about setting out here. All the hammocks are set up. They're already cooking dinner, and the plan is just to chill out in the campsite for the rest of the evening. So, as I said earlier in the video, I've booked the survival package, which is the 5 days, 4 nights tour. But if you're doing a tour with Iguana Tours, they have 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights available. So they have different options. You don't have to come out for the full 5 days, 4 nights if you don't want to. But yeah, only officially like the second day, and it's been incredible so far. I believe the last 2 nights we're going to be camping even a little bit further in the jungle. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to be going, but I'm super excited to see what else this tour entails. It's been a bucket list destination of mine, the Amazon. It's really a special, unique place, and if you haven't been here and you're heading to Brazil, I definitely recommend it. So I'm gonna head back to the campsite and catch up with everybody else, grab a beer and chill out for the rest of the night. Bom dia, good morning. It's day 3 on our trip to the Amazon jungle. I think the plan this morning is we're gonna be having breakfast here shortly at the campsite, and I think we're going for another walk through the jungle. Then we'll be heading back to the lodge that we were at yesterday, having lunch there, picking up our stuff, and moving on to another location, spending the next 2 days going into another area of the jungle, hopefully a little bit deeper into the jungle. My favorite thing about waking up in the jungle this morning was like literally just the sounds, like all of the birds. You could hear the monkeys. You can still hear the monkeys howling in the background, and you know, the splashes from the river. It was like you were just immersed in all of the sounds of nature and all the animals that are around. It's like the jungle is alive, you know. That was pretty unique. Haven't really ever experienced anything to that extent before, just because even with the birds, like there's so many different species, so many different types of birds out here, and they're all making different noises. It's pretty special. Headed off to the next spot. We are going to a local family's house to see how they live here in the Amazon, and they're going to explain a little bit about, you know, their lifestyle here, living in the jungle. So as you can see, we're all getting on the boat now and heading off to that next spot. The guide was telling us that the water here, the line on the tree in July, that's how high the water normally comes up to. So as you can see, if I show you, it's all the way down there right now. Big difference, very big. It's super low right now.
Because they look like a light,
Strong.
shine. They make it pain their eye of insects.
Is it too hot? Or?
It's like a light.
Too hot, but it's hot.
Yeah,
Spicy.
yeah,
Bueno.
spicy.
But
Good
nice.
flavor, good
Yeah.
flavor.
Reality of the people here.
Uh-huh.
People live in this place and they try to survive away from the city.
Mm-hmm.
Some, their son and daughter move away. They go to the village, more developed. So, but most stay here. And we stop their life.
So they've farm their own food here mostly.
Farm
And
their own food, fish their own fish,
yeah.
hunt to eat also.
Eu fala pouco português, pouco. E eu tento. Sim, australiano. Muito longe. E você conhece outro país? Só Brasil. Só Brasil.
Só aqui desse meio.
Só Amazônia.
Só na Amazônia.
Manaus.
É Manaus,
Seu nome é Davi.
Davi.
Prazer, Davi. There's my attempt at speaking Portuguese with my friend Davi. He's been living here for over 20 years and he showed me his pig over there. But the Brazilian people are so hospitable. They just really enjoy life and very, very kind people. The Brazilian Amazon is truly such an iconic destination and there's so much to see, so much to share that I couldn't possibly share it all with you guys in just one video. So I hope you really enjoyed this video and stay tuned for part 2.